it's not another weekend, but it's time for another round of Premier League action. This time around, there are midweek games for round 29. And we know that when we get midweek games, we always get lots of surprises and stuff. But from a prediction perspective, I would just like to tell our viewers out there, make sure you do your due diligence because midweek games usually comes with lots of rotations and tweakings from managers. So always bear that in mind. Victor, going straight into round 29, what are your best straight win selections?
I'm going with Liverpool to beat Wolves on a minus 1.5 Asian handicap. It's priced at 222. Liverpool are looking good at the moment. There's no denying that. And okay, sure, Wolves managed to beat Villa, which was an absolute shock. But I believe Villa are nowhere near as good of a team as Liverpool. If you are not too confident about the handicap, you can still go with an outright for Liverpool. It's still around 150, which is good value. But I think the handicap is a solid line here. My second pick is Man City to beat Forest, also on a minus 1.5 Asian handicap, also around 220. It's at 215, 217, thereabouts. And my thinking here is very similar to the Wolves versus Liverpool game. Besides, Liverpool have, City, I should say, they have won the last seven home games in a row, and six of those wins were by two or more goals. And lastly, I'm also going with Arsenal on the outright at 170. The odds they don't sound fantastic in terms of certainty. Okay, 170 is not exactly a home run, but Brighton at home have been very shaky of late. They've not convinced me, and they even lost at Palace at the Amex. Arsenal are the toughest opponents that Brighton have faced at home all season, with the exception of Man City. And okay, they did manage to beat City, but that was at the end of August. It was a different world back then. Everything was different. Brighton are definitely there for the taking.
Yeah. I'm actually just laughing because for the second week in a row, or for the second game week in a row, we have the same exact straight win selections. The only difference is that for my straight win selections, I went safe for Liverpool and Manchester City. I have a minus one handicap and not minus 1.5. And I also have Arsenal to win on the outright. Yes, 1.69, 1.70 is a little shaky, but I think given everything, the fact that Arsenal are pushing for the title and the fact that Brighton have been shaky at home, I think Arsenal should be able to just see that over the line. And going straight into the goal market, what are your best over or under selection, Victor?
So I've got 2.5 plus for Newcastle v Man United at 150. Both teams are a bit top heavy, and Newcastle at home virtually guarantees goals. They've also conceded quite a bit at St. James's recently, so I think 2.5 plus should not be a problem here. I'm going BTTS for Villa v Chelsea at 153. I love this game. I love the idea of this game. A proper straight shoot for the top five. Both are going to go for it like nobody's business. BTTS has also landed in 4 of the last 5 head-to-heads. It's also landed in 6 of Villa's last 10 at home and 8 of Chelsea's last 10 on the road. And my third pick is 2.5 plus goals at Wolves v Liverpool because, I mean, surely, right? Liverpool on their own should score 3 here.
Yeah, fair point. And I'm going for Aston Villa with Chelsea 1.77 over 2.5 goals. I think Villa will be looking to make a statement after that, humiliating defeat to Wolves and Chelsea too as well after losing to Arsenal. So both teams will come out guns blazing. So we should see a decent amount of goals. Also, Bournemouth with Brentford. You really can't pinpoint who would exactly win that game. I think both teams are actually on a good scoring run at the moment. So I
Yeah.
think based on that, we should see a decent amount of goals in that game. And for some reason, I'm also backing Fulham and West Ham to see over 2.5 goals because I think there will be BTTS in that game as well. And I think that one too should land. And anyways, moving over to the players, what are your best player to score selections, Victor?
I've got some stuff that's a bit out of left field here. And the first one is Calvert Lewin. Leeds v Sunderland, Calvert Lewin, the score is at 240. I must admit, it's a bit of a gut feeling, this, but Sunderland, they have not been as solid lately as we've seen in the first half of the season, maybe. Chaka missing for a fair bit has a lot to do with that, but even with him back now, I still think Leeds at home will have a very good chance to get on the score sheet, and most likely through Calvert Lewin. My second pick is Semenyo, 250 against Forest. I mean, would anyone really in their right mind go against him now? He has been on fire since joining City, and I don't think Forest are anywhere near well enough equipped to deal with him right now. And my third one is Ekitike, 195 away to Wolves. Going, I'm going to this particular well again because if not Ekitike, who else for Liverpool? Normally, if this was a regular match day without what's coming, I would have said stay away from this line. But they are playing Wolves again at the weekend in the FA Cup. And I think that's when Ekitike gets a rest. For now, I think back him and strike while the iron is hot because the man is in very good form.
Yeah, fair point. And for my four players to score this midweek, I've also got Ekitike. I mean, against Wolves, it's a no-brainer for that one. But this is quite out of character, but I'm somehow going for Harry Wilson to score against West Ham. He has been on a decent scoring run of late, and somehow I'm just backing him to find the back of the net again. And Haaland, after missing last weekend due to the strain, I think he should be back this time, and it should be good value to find the back of the net against Forest. And yeah, the one Victor does not like, but I'm backing Gyökeres to also score against Brighton away from home. He has been a brand new striker since the start of the year. He has looked much better there. I think he should be able to capitalize on some of Brighton's poor defense. Anyways, on the final note, Victor, any bold opportunity to take advantage of?
Yes, absolutely. Aston Villa versus Chelsea, red card in the game at 5. Come on, go ahead. Tell me I'm wrong to back this. I've only just got it right for Arsenal v Chelsea, and this is Chelsea we're talking about, okay? This is even before we take into account the tensions that come with this game with Villa v Chelsea and the fight for the UCL spots. I think a red here is very, very likely.
To be fair, a red card for Chelsea these days does not even count as bold anymore. But funny enough, my bold prediction also comes from that game. Villa have 2.85 odds to win at home. Yes, I know they've been pretty much all over the place over the past couple game weeks, but I think for some reason Villa should be able to, stand to the occasion against Chelsea. I somehow see them beating Chelsea, and 2.85 odds for them to win at home is good value to me. So I'll back Villa. I'll back Villa to beat Chelsea. And anyways, those are our predictions for round 29. And based on the fixture list, you can see that it was quite tricky for myself and Victor to make out selections. So on that note, once again, I'll ask our viewers to also do their due diligence and bear in mind that this is a midweek round. So managers will do lots of changes and tweaks. And we'll see after the game week how we perform.